Have a post-game script written up? Nope. You're gonna ad-lib it?
I'll write something down during halftime and then try to go around there.
Well, because like last year we typed up the set I extended up for like I gave her a handwritten like, here's the names, here and like the props like at this time.
Was it just all tournament team?
All tournament team, presentation of the trophy, and also a reminder to the fans not to go on the field until everything is done. Yeah. Don't parents. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the USA South Athletic Conference and the City of Blue Ridge, welcome to Callaway Stadium for today's USA South Women's Lacrosse Championship game, featuring the Lions of Piedmont College and the Avenging Angels of Meredith. And now let's meet today's starting lineups. First, for Piedmont. Number 2, Macy Higgins. Number 3, Noah. Number 4, Emma Branson. Number 8, Dominique Steele. Number 10, Aaron Aylward. Number 13, Cassidy Heflin. Number 14, Chloe Bumpus. Number 20, Rebecca Lee. And number 24, Caitlin Morris. The captains for Piedmont, number 12, Megan Cumberland. Number 21, Caitlin O'Brien. And number 32, Maddie Heaton. The Lions are led by head coach Laura Patton and assistant coach Miranda Reiniger. Number 1, Jordan Key. Number 3, Julie Capretti. Number 7, Maria Cody. Number 12, Cameron Ruffin. Number 18, Katie Buckman. Number 21, Hannah Anderson. Number 23, Julia Cruz. Number 25, Haley Whitfield. Number 26, Natalie Purcell. And number 28, Sarah Cars. The captains for Meredith, number 9, Carly Joseph. And number 10, Holly Height. The Avenging Angels are led by head coach Lauren Scott and assistant coaches Kate McKinley and Danielle Lee. Come on, girl. Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome into the 2018 USA South Women's Lacrosse Championship Contest. Meredith College in their white uniforms going against Piedmont College in their black uniforms. Meredith will be moving from left to right on your screen. Piedmont going from right to left. Patrick Ammons with you this afternoon on a partly cloudy day here in LaGrange, Georgia. Meredith wins the opening draw and immediately checked away there by O'Brien. She swats it back in, and it's picked up by the Avenging Angels. And they're on the attack early. Capretti now with the ball, moves it back. And they'll work the ball down behind the net. And from pipe to pipe at X. Ball moved back, wrapping the cage, and the first goal of the championship contest goes to Lilia Cruz, the Rookie of the Year for the USA South Athletic Conference. So Cruz wrapping the cage and getting goal one here early. Only 29 seconds ticking off the clock there for the Avenging Angels to score. The Avenging Angels a perfect 9-0 this season in conference play. And come into the tournament as the #1 seed. This draw control bounces around and eventually gets picked up by Height. Height now moves down to the attacking side, dodges through the middle, and eventually pulls it back out. The fake shot doesn't get anybody bite, but the underhand pass gets inside, and another one for the Avenging Angels. This one's Julie Capretti, the junior attacker. It's Piedmont down to only 45 seconds into the contest. Carly Joseph getting the credit for the assist here at Cal. And we'll head back down to the draw circle once again. Arbs and Steele matching up once again. Heflin and King on this near side. This one's going to bounce out wide and eventually picked up by the Avenging Angels for another draw control for the team in white. Ball gets moved back through behind the net. And the pass in front connects, and King finds the back of the net. And credit Codispoti with the assist there. Now 3 goals and only 1 minute and 3 seconds dwindling from the clock. Steele and Arbs once again meeting up in the middle. And picked up immediately by Height. Height dodges the check and gets it into the offensive third of the field, moves the ball through X. And they'll work it back up top to King. King passes in front, shot just high. Avenging Angels there for the backup, and they'll start it quickly off the end line. Shot clock below 70 now, and they'll work the ball around the perimeter. Capretti goes for the dodge, but gets forced away by Steele. They move the ball back through X. Pass in front won't connect, and Keaton gathers that one at her feet. Clearing pass, swatted away, and Jordan King picks up the loose ball. Pass in front, the fake, the finish. And Lilia Cruz gets another one.
Shot, Meredith, 23, assist 1.
So 4 quick ones here at Callaway Stadium in championship game. Arbs and Steele, still the two inside the circle. And Arbs gathers this one in on her own. She'll sprint downfield and hold up at the 12-meter arc. And pass it over to Capretti. Capretti now moves it along. Piedmont playing a high defense here in the on the run shot and finish from Hannah Anderson. Anderson, a freshman attacker for the Avenging Angels. Plenty of all-conference honors for the Avenging Angels and several for the Lady Lions as well. And we'll get into those a little bit later in the contest. This draw is popped straight up high, and now it's battle for the loose ball. Heflin will give Piedmont their first draw control and moves it back to O'Brien. O'Brien to Steele. Steele in her left hand, feels the double team coming. And it hits the turf. And last touched by Capretti, but a foul on Piedmont will give the Avenging Angels the ball. Ruffin now, heading upfield, moves it along. Anderson now with the ball right hand. Comes down this near side alley. Pass in front, and Keaton eats that one up. The stick side high shot not going to work here late in the season. Keaton steps out of the back of the crease and throws a long ball out to Steele, and it connects. A nice clearing pass there from the Piedmont keeper. And that pass is picked off by King.
Three caused by one. Ground ball, Meredith, one.
In the far corner, it's Codaspodi who picks it up. Lilia Cruz all by herself hits the pipe. And Codaspodi picks it back up. The fake in the underhand rip will connect for Carly Joseph. So Carly Joseph being wide open on the doorstep. And we'll see a timeout called by the Lady Lions. You're watching the 2018 USA South Women's Lacrosse Championship coming to you live from Callaway Stadium. .60 score favoring the Avenging Angels of Meredith College. And Piedmont calling a timeout after the sixth goes in. Trying to regroup and figure out how to stop this powerful, powerful Meredith offense. 26.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Steele and Arbs meet up inside the circle. This one will pop back behind Steele. And Height has a good run at it and scoops it up. Height now on the ball. Pass in front. The fake, but the ball hits the ground. And they'll opt to move it around behind the net. And now Cruz with the ball at X. Gets to goal line extended. Switches to her left-hand pass in front. The shot just wide by Joseph.
Yep, they're probably not going to sit there during the minute.
And the ball shagger back behind the net is going to wear that one.
Where it looks good on you.
Now Meredith will spin the ball around the perimeter. Pass gets put in front, and a nice handle there by Height, but the shot goes right to the stick of Maddie Keaton. Heavy pressure put on the keeper by Cruz. Now Megan Kolek works the ball along the near side. Lee loses that one, and it's a battle on the turf.
20 caused by 1.
Codaspodi picks it up and passes it into King. King now moves it outside. Height with the ball. They'll get the ball down to goal line extended, and a dodge now from the Avenging Angels. Thwarted there from Kowalek. Cruz passes it along. At the 8-meter, they'll pass it inside. And tight defense there from the Lady Lions to keep out the Meredith offense. So they'll pull out and reset. Less than a minute to go in the possession clock. And they'll run a weave play outside the 12-meter fan. Fake shot from Joseph. And a pass in front. Height unable to gather that one in. Looked like she was held a little bit in front of the net, but no call is made. Cruz at X. Left-hand pass inside. A big-time save there for Maddie Keaton. The quick stick from Joseph almost caught her off guard. And Keaton will take that one off the shin. Finally able to scoop it up in the goal circle. Keaton tracks out of the cage. She's got one on her back.
Out of the crease and came back in. LPT 32. I think is what they're gonna call it. Yeah. She definitely ran through it when she went back in front.
So in and out's going to be called against Maddie Keaton. So she'll have to get ready for floating hash now, or the dot at X rather. Codaspodi moves it from pipe to pipe behind the net. Dodge in front. Nothing there for Joseph. She'll move it along. Pick play, and Capretti loses that one. And now the Piedmont defense settles back in. It's King with the ball now. King throws the ball in front, and Height loses her goggles in front of the net. Pass gets put in front. Anderson off the pipe. The ball ventures towards the far sideline. Jordan King able to go out there and scoop it up. Capretti now on the ball. She'll get it back off the flip pass. And lots of cutters will go, and Capretti decides to take this one on her own. Heavy pressure by Macy Higgins will put the ball on the turf, but Julie Capretti able to vacuum that one back up. Anderson moves the ball down the near side to Cruz. Cruz pipe to pipe at X. Pass in front to Height, and another save by Keaton. Ball on the turf, and the behind the back shot not going to be there for Meredith. Caitlin O'Brien with the ball now, moving along this near sideline in front of the Piedmont bench. She stumbles through, and the ball hits the turf. Joseph tries to keep it in play, but I believe she was stepping on the line as she kicked that one back in. Steele with the ball now. Pass intended for Kolek, and Kolek misses it, so she swats it back to Keaton. Keaton needs some help now. She's out of the goal circle again. Passes up the middle to Steele. Dominique Steele racing downfield, moves it along to Rebecca Lee. Lee loses it in the offensive end. And she'll pick it back up off the carpet. Checked away again. This time it's Cabretti that lays the hammer down. Battle on the far sidelines. Comes up Piedmont momentarily, but it's Arbs that comes away with it for the Avenging Angels. And a fast break heading the other way. Cruz in front. Brings it across her face and gets it past Maddie Keaton. So Lilia Cruz showing why she got the Rookie of the Year award this year. 6-0 before that one. Now 7-0 favoring the Avenging Angels. 21 minutes and 37 seconds left in half number one.
20 should have had the cross turnover, the ground ball, and the assist.
Steele and Arbs once again inside the circle. This one's popped right to the stick of Height. Holly Height tracks it down towards the 12-meter. Moves it down the far alley. And they'll move it back through X. Cruz, a hat trick already. And an errant pass will dribble over towards the far sideline. Meredith keeps possession now with Capretti. Capretti surveys around. Opts for the pass down low to Cruz. Lilia Cruz back up top now with King. Jordan King. Ball up top. The dodge down the right alley by Capretti. And a foul will be called on Piedmont. Less than 21 to go here in the first half at Callaway Stadium. Maddie Keaton readies up between the pipes as Capretti sets up on the hash. The bounce shot low and away will find the back of the net for Julie Capretti. Less than 10 minutes into this one and an 8-0 lead for the Avenging Angels. Regular season contest between these two was a 22-3 victory for Meredith College. That game happening almost exactly a month ago today. Heflin steps into the circle to try and change things up on the draw for Piedmont. Steele had it momentarily, and O'Brien picks it up. Now moves it ahead to Heflin. So Piedmont gets their second draw control. Cassidy Heflin with the ball. Moves it over to Steele. Steele to O'Brien. Piedmont waits for Lee to get down on the offensive end. Bumpus in the 8-meter loses it. Now Ruffin.
14 caused by Blondro. White goggles, less than 45.
I got you. One.
That was by one, so I thought. BM12.
Cruz with the ball at X, moves it across. She'll get it back. They'll lob the ball out to Jordan King. King thinks about the dodge, but moves it to Julie Capretti instead. Hitch step, doesn't get anybody to bite. They pass it back out. Now with Capretti again. Pass inside to King. Checked away by Goen.
TM1 caused by 3, BP3.
Goen, the clearing pass off the target. And Height comes out with it. She'll move it along. Pass Bounces past King. Heflin now fights for the ground ball at the restraining line. And a cover will be called against the Avenging Angels. Piedmont ball. Pass gets put out to Goen. Goen in her right hand along the far sideline. Can't keep it in play. She gets pushed out of bounds. So a foul on Meredith will keep Piedmont with the ball. Goen lobs it in to Steele. Steele gets past Cruz, rather. Steele in her left hand, passes along to O'Brien. O'Brien carries it down to goal line extended. Tries to get underneath the defense and gets underneath. The shot gets saved.
BM18.
Katie Buckman comes out with a loose ball and gets fouled. .5 minutes left to play in half number one. Ruffin now sprints downfield. Cameron Ruffin now flips the ball out. Ball gets moved down to Lilia Cruz. Cruz pass in front, misses the target. Higgins comes out with it. Macy Higgins now finds some open space and runs through it. Cruz cuts her off. A foul called on Cruz, so Higgins will get the ball back. Passes out to O'Brien. O'Brien now looks ahead. Pass intended for Caitlin Morris goes wide. It's rolling, rolling, rolling. It looks like it's going to stay in bounds.
Turnover. 21 uncaused. BM28.
Ball picked up by Arbs there in the corner as they're starting to move the ball downfield are the Avenging Angels. Purcell throws it along. Coda Spody with the ball, moves it down towards goal line extended to Capretti. They'll move it back up top to King. Cruz with the ball, goal line extended near side, moves it back towards the other pipe, and she'll get it back. They'll play catch with it at X, under a minute to go in this possession. Cruz passes in front, the sidearm shot from Joseph hits the pipe. New shot clock now for the Avenging Angels. Cruz in her right hand on goal line extended near side. Ariane Callender back on defense for Piedmont. Weave play again from Meredith. And Capretti gets Keaton to look low and shoots it high for another goal for the Avenging Angels.
Ready.
9-0 now the score with less than 17 to play.
Why are they here, sir? They practiced. See the field?
Heflin and Arbs again meet at the dot in the middle of the field. Ball pops up high and picked up quickly by Height. Height keeps it in her right hand and comes to the near sideline, moves it along. Now with Capretti. Nose fast break here for the Avenging Angels. Jordan King will pass back. Anderson continues the rotation to Capretti. Capretti passes it along. Joseph goes for the dodge. Weaves through traffic, and that one gets tipped away. Quick restart at X. Less than a minute to go in this possession clock. Joseph misses the pass in front. Height picks it up, and Height finishes. Holly Height gets another one for the Avenging Angels. With 16 minutes to go, the clock will run with the 10-goal differential.
On that goal, shouldn't we technically wait until the ref gives the stick back to the girl? Because it's the 10th one?
Yeah.
Technically?
Technically.
It's okay, that was just now.
We'll score now. Hit that one. But yeah.
Arbs with the outstretched stick gets that one for the draw control. She'll hold up at the floating hash and move it out to Cruz. Cruz continues the rotation to Capretti at X, and she'll get it back. Back and forth the passes go. And Cruz now to start it up. Capretti now up top. Moves it along. Ball now with Joseph. Jofis finds the cutter. Height loses it. Foul on Piedmont will give Holly Height the free position opportunity. Keaton readies up in between the pipes. Height drives inside. The shot and the finish. And near side official says no goal. A foul on Meredith will be called. And the officiating crew will go and have a word with Coach Lauren Scott. Coach Scott, three-time Coach of the Year for the USA South. Sixth season with the Avenging Angels. Kolek gets checked from behind but keeps possession. She'll retreat back to Keaton. And a crease violation by the Avenging Angels. Keaton walks it in front of the cage and then retreats back behind. Pass gets sent out to Aylward and it goes wide. O'Brien unable to keep that one in play. Holly Height on the reset for Meredith. Gives it to Cruz. Cruz at the goal line extended. Now with Capretti, top right side of the offensive end. Slow moving offense now for the Avenging Angels, waiting for cutters. Cruz thinks about the dodge and finally finds that cutter. It's Height who shoots high. Ball and turf in front, picked up by Higgins for a second. Cruz comes away with it. Heavy check on the doorstep by Kolek. That shot's going to go way too high. So Keaton not needed on that one. Quick restart from X. Cruz passes inside. Capretti loses it. But a foul is going to be called on Piedmont. Another free position opportunity for the Avenging Angels. Capretti drives in, and Keaton catches that one off the elbow for the save. Cruz picks the ball up at X. Now Jordan King in front will bury that one. 11-0 the score now. Closing in on 11 minutes left in the first half. Inside the draw circle, Arbs pops it up, and Height picks it up and gets fouled.
Usually by the end of the first quarter, you're done.
Holly Height on the reset. Passes it along, and now it's Capretti, and she'll give it over to Anderson. Anderson pushes it out wide. It's Higgs with the ball at goal line extended, moves it back up top to Capretti. Sweeping dodge from Anderson, and a foul will be called. Free position opportunity for Anderson. Shot gets blocked, and now it'll bounce out to the outside. Kolek comes away with it. Higgs tries to drive her out of bounds, forces her to roll back, and the ball is down on the carpet. A foul on Meredith gives Piedmont the ball. Kolek passes back to Goen. Goen rolls through the traffic. Almost throws that one away, but Caitlin Morris will get it and pass it along. And now to Higgins. Higgins intended for Aylward to get that one, but not tall enough. Steele can't pick up the loose ball. Arbs comes out with it, shields off one check, and continues down the near sideline. 8.5 left in the first half here at Callaway Stadium. Arbs rolls through the middle. Arbs just off on the shot attempt. Reset with Cruz at X. Pass in front. Carly Joseph, the fake, and the finish. Credit Lilia Cruz with finding that open pass. Avenging Abel's able to find those gaps through the 8-meter fan and feed those balls through the middle. Height and King around the circle for Meredith. Steele and Heflin for Piedmont. Franzen and Arbs inside. Ball pops out, and Heflin comes away with this one. Cassidy Heflin gets the ball checked away, keeps it in position, moves it along now with O'Brien. Caitlin O'Brien draws the foul. Cutter across the middle, not open. Bumpus, and now defended well by Ruffin. Bumpus rolls inside and finishes it for the first goal for Piedmont. Rowan Bumpus from Keller, Texas, finds the net.
Your goal was lights out yesterday with 20 saves, but she's going to give up 20 goals today. Pick her. Like, it sucks.
Closing in on 6 minutes left in the first half. Clouds moving quickly, so a slight breeze out on the turf. Arbs and Franson once again inside the circle. Picked up quickly by Holly Height, who jumps into that one. She moves along to Higgs, and Higgs gives it to Capretti. Pass to Height, just off the mark, and then Height picks it back up. Gets stuffed by Keaton.
By 12, BP 13.
Franzen on the ball now, frantically running down the field past Arbs. A lot of green space. Ruffin tries to close the gap. Franzen forced back behind goal line, extended by Ruffin. Pass in front, intended for Heflin, gets through, and Jordan King will pick it back up for Meredith.
DM1. Yeah.
Higgs on the ball now for the Avenging Angels.
LM is good.
Capretti shoots, and a save again for Keaton. 12-1 your score. Cruz now makes that 13-1.
SM23 goal.
And they'll check Cruz's stick. Capretti getting credit for another assist today.
Simply one.
4 minutes left in the first half here in the championship contest between the Meredith College Avenging Angels and the Piedmont College Lady Lions.
Dee, pick something up when you're supposed to, Dee. That's yours.
Arbs picks that one up by herself, draws the foul, and will keep going. Pass in front. And a foul called again. Joseph with the step down rip goes wide. Higgs to reset at X. Tries to dodge high side and draws the slide, but the pass gets there to Capretti. Capretti weaves through the middle. Off the mark there on the shot attempt. Higgs picks up the loose ball. Gets past 1 and 2 and 3 and finds the back of the net. Sophomore Olivia Higgs finds the back of the net. 14-1 your score. 2.5 to play in half number 1. Arbs and Franzen inside the circle. Ball gets popped out. Heflin and Height both run towards it. Height struggles on the ground ball. Both players hit the deck. And a foul will be called on Heflin. They'll quickly restart and move it to Jordan King. King gets it down below the restraining line and keeps going. King goes for the dodge but gets stopped. Pass it to Higgs. Higgs wants another and she'll get it. Clock still runs here as we close in past a minute and a half left in half number 1.
Meredith
15-1 your score, favoring the Avenging Angels. Meredith College 12-3 overall this season and a perfect 9-0 in USA South play. No team scoring more than 5 goals in conference play all season. Arb's able to win this one by herself, and she's off to the races down to the offensive end. Rolls past Calendar and passes it across. Foul called. 30 seconds remaining. Free position opportunity goes high. Restart quickly, stopped there by Caitlin Morris. Unable to pick up the loose ball, 5 seconds left. Capretti picks it up. Higgs. Half number 1 is in the books here for championship contest between the Meredith College Avenging Angels and the Piedmont Lady Lions. 15-1 favoring Meredith College heading into halftime. You're watching the 2018 Women's Lacrosse USA South Championship coming to you live from Callaway Stadium. back to the action here at Callaway Stadium. Patrick Ammons with you this afternoon. Meredith College leading big here as we start the second half, rather. 15-1 the score. O'Brien and Arbs battling it out inside the circle. Picked up by King, and a foul on Piedmont will give the Avenging Angels the ball. We'll move the ball down through behind the net with Cruz. Cruz has 4 goals today. Height out in front, right to the stick of Maddie Keaton. Keaton lobs this one downfield and almost connects with the stick of Higgins. Higgins keeps it in play momentarily, but it gets pushed out of bounds.
Worked out Piedmont, turnover 2.
Maybe trying to push me. Like that. I want cluttering up, but didn't work right.
Out in front, it's Holly Height who claims her second today. Coda Spody finding her wide open on the doorstep once again. As we've seen most of the contest today, Piedmont's spread out defense is leaving a lot of holes for Meredith to cut back through the middle. And they do a good job keeping their head up with the ball at goal line extended to move the ball to the open player flashing across the front. Sophomore goalie Sydney Hardy getting the nod for the second half for the Avenging Angels. Arbs tries to stretch out to get this one, and Height comes away with it. Holly Height will move this one along through the outside. Cutter through the middle, no pass goes. And Cruz able to gather that one back. Carly Joseph now on the ball. Passes back to Cruz. She works the ball from pipe to pipe at X and gets it back. Lilia Cruz, a short pass up to Joseph and gets it back. Less than 60 seconds on the possession clock. This pass goes wide and swatted easily back over by, I believe, Julia Dunshee. Wide open spaces for the Meredith offense. Hidden ball trick and a behind the back pass won't connect. Height. Joseph rather out in front. Gets it again and dips it around. Keaton finds the back of the net.
I don't know, it comes out my mouth and it's gone.
Carly Joseph gets her third of the day. 17-1 your score, 26-20 left in regulation.
I'm bad about that. I know 23 had the assist. That's the last number I got. Yeah.
See what happened? No? Oh, you were looking right at it. Yeah, I missed it.
I saw it. I don't know what happened, but I saw it.
I witnessed it, but I didn't see it.
Full day of lacrosse here at Callaway Stadium. Huntington and Greensboro's men's team will face off at 4:30, and Methodist University and Piedmont College face off at 7:30 for the USA South men's lacrosse tournament. That shot's going to go wide and over the inline. Cruz there for the backup. She'll restart. Pass finds Joseph out in front. Joseph gets another one. Wholesale sub now for the Avenging Angels. 9 new white jerseys heading to the field. Less than 25 to go now at Callaway Stadium. Avenging Angels with a 17-goal advantage over the Lady Lions. We're going to see a redraw here. It's O'Brien, and I believe that's Anderson for Meredith College inside the circle. And we'll hope that the third time is the charm here for this draw. Battle for the ground ball goes to Cameron Ruffin. She passes it over to Jordan King. King moves it along to Capretti. Capretti, 3 goals on the day. The Avenging Angels will settle out and work the ball around the perimeter. Capretti now to Argabright. She's going to sweep. O'Brien with the check, but a foul will be called. Pass out to Anderson on the restart. 23 minutes left in the contest. Anderson gets it back. Now to Argabright. .40 seconds on the possession clock. Anderson dodges down the far alley, moves it along. Now the skip pass gets out to Capretti. Capretti dodges down the far alley, and Keaton saves that one well. Koelek open along the far side, and finally she gets pressure put on, moves it back to Keaton. Keaton now looking for some help. And Caitlin Morris with a nice grab through traffic. She moves along to Steele. Steele feels the pressure but continues to run down the near sideline. She gets past the defender. Now to O'Brien. O'Brien, her pass in front. Swatted away by Ruffin. Ruffin and Steele battle on the near sideline. Comes up Steele. Steele splits over the top. Passes along and now to Higgins. And now with Emma Franson. She rolls back. Gets her hands free and finishes. Emma Franson first on the board for Piedmont here in the second half. Rowan Bumpus scoring the other goal for the Lady Lions. Franson was an honorable mention all-conference for Piedmont. So the 2 Texans for the Lady Lions are the lone scorers in the book for Piedmont. Rowan Bumpus from Keller, Texas, and Emma Franson from Cypress, Texas.
Yeah, they're supposed to go back to about the scorers table.
18-2 the score. Meredith leads here in the championship game. A procedure called against O'Brien inside the circle. Anderson on the restart. She drives down the far alley, picked up by Steele. And Meredith now will look to kill some clock and work the ball around the perimeter. Find the perfect pass to the inside. King on the doorstep. Unable to gather that one in. But Meredith will keep possession. Pass gets put out in front to Leethead, and Keaton with a nice save. Higgins passes. Luckily there's 4 black jerseys where she throws it. So Colette comes away with it. Now Franson. No fast break for Piedmont as the Avenging Angels do a good job getting back their numbers. O'Brien now to Steele. Steele to Heflin. Heflin rolls back, pass to Bumpus, gets swatted away. Bouncing ball towards the sideline. Ruffin overshoots. Foul called against Meredith, so Piedmont gets the ball. Now with Franson towards goal line extended. She's got pressure coming from behind, but pulls away. Double team comes. Heflin hit it, she shoots, and it'll go into the back of the net. So Cassidy Heflin scoring for Piedmont.
Assisted by number 4, Franson.
18-3 the score. Avenging Angels still leading with 18 minutes left in the contest.
Andrew's heading up there. I don't know who's going to try to get this.
And another big substitution for Meredith.
I saw her reaction.
O'Brien and Anderson meeting up once again inside the circle for the draw. A whistle blows, ball gets popped up. It goes up white. It's Carly Joseph on the ball. Joseph, Player of the Year for her 3rd time. Also winning Rookie of the Year her freshman season, so plenty of accolades for Joseph. Cruz gets to goal line extended, moves it on to Leadhead. Pass in front, and a good save by Keaton. Holly Height unable to find the back of the net that time. Now Piedmont looking to clear. Pass gets lobbed over to Goen. Goen will now carry upfield. Swarmed from behind. That ball gets popped out of bounds.
Where's Piedmont? Turnover by girl right here. 3 calls by number 4. No ground ball.
Heflin tries to drive out Higgs, but Higgs will keep along the sideline. 16 minutes left in the game. 18-3 favoring Meredith College. Leadhead now moving across the top. Anderson will give it back. And back and forth they go. Avenging Angels now working the ball around the perimeter. It's Lilia Cruz with the ball. Pass is in front. And a foul will be called.
Foul on Piedmont. Is that Tim?
Yeah.
See, no Tim.
Free position opportunity now. Height drives inside. Gets the ball checked away. O'Brien takes that one down. A foul called against Meredith. Piedmont ball. Piedmont now charging down the field. And Higgins gets that one checked away and will get called for a foul. Another foul called down on the Avenging Angels offensive end. It's going to be a foul called against the Avenging Angels, so Piedmont ball. Steele on the reset. Puts it in her left hand, now switches back. Rolls away from pressure. Pass intended for Goen, misses the target. Leadhead picks it up, pass in front, and the shot and goal by Petrus. Meredith College ranked 3rd in the NCAA Mid-South poll. With a 19-3 score favoring the Avenging Angels, Piedmont coaching staff decides to take a timeout. You're watching the 2018 Women's Lacrosse USA South Championship coming to you live from Callaway Stadium.
Do you guys feel like giving the ultimate goalie to your guys' goalie? Because Meredith hasn't played a full goalie, and your goalie made 20 saves yesterday.
Joy Dietrich inside the cage now for Meredith. And draw control goes to the white team. It's Joseph once again storming downfield. Passes outside to Height. And a foul called against Piedmont. So Holly Height, first team all-conference this season. Junior midfielder now gets the free position opportunity. Tries to find the top corner, but misses high. 13 to play now. That one's going to be saved by Keaton. Picked up by Cruz, and that one's going to get blocked before it makes it to the cage. Cruz picks it back up. Pass in front to Height. Another save for Keaton. So tic-tac-toe. 3 in a row saves for Maddie Keaton. Lob passing out to Goen. Goen picks it up. Goen feels the pressure of the double. And a foul is going to be called. Piedmont steps out of bounds. Height on the reset. Throws it down to Leadhead. She's going to drive. Shot, save Keaton. Picked up along the inline by Height. Work the ball around. Anderson moves it along. And they'll reverse. Anderson gets it back. Now with Holly Height. Height to Leadhead. And now to Cruz behind the goal. Height down to goal line extended. Cruz passes back up top. Joseph. Hitch step goes across the top. Fake and hits the side of the net. Now pass out front. Leadhead driving. Checked away, but a foul will be called.
Yesterday, she's got 4-1 today. Notice Bodie had 4-1 yesterday. She's got 0-5 today. Cruz has 4-3 today.
Leadhead drives and finishes on the free position opportunity for her first of the day.
Cruz also has 5 ground balls today. Joseph has. Joseph got 2. Oh, she got Height's got 11 ground controls today. And Height had 3 goals.
So after the goal by Leadhead, another substitution for the Avenging Angels. 10.5 minutes left in the game. 20-3 the score. Piedmont trails here in the championship contest. Battle for draw control goes up white. It's Jordan King who picks that one up. She drives down with her left hand. Pulls back and moves it along. Anderson now with the ball. Less than 10 to play. Ball pass behind the net. And continuing the rotation are the Avenging Angels. Driving inside and getting around the defender. It's Coda Spody who gets fouled. So awkward reset there. And that pass bounces along towards the sideline, and it'll roll out of bounds. Piedmont ball. Rebecca Lee will pick it up for Piedmont. Runs along the near sideline, gets past 2. Still going is Rebecca Lee. Gets it past the restraining line and feels pressure, drops it, and a foul will be called. Bumpus now on the ball. Piedmont sweeps. Bumpus rolls through the middle. Pressured out by Ruffin. Double team comes to the backside. And Bumpus gets swarmed, runs away. Ruffin picks up the loose ball. Cameron Ruffin now heads downfield. Passes it along. It's Capretti on the ball. She passes it down the goal line extended. Gets it back. Ball on the turf in front of the goal. Flipped out to King. King drives. Shot, save, Keaton.
Height had 3-1 yesterday, 9 draw controls, 4 ground balls, 2 cross turnovers.
Ball gets moved down to goal line extended.
Yeah, I mean, it's all Carly does is smart. No, she's good at that.
Picked up by Caitlin Morris. And now Keaton retreats behind the cage.
We made an executive decision on a slight modification to it. But,
Pass gets sent out wide. Kolek moves it along.
only 2 defenders. Most of the good defenders went across or midfielders that run both ways.
Can you slide one into the defender category?
You weren't even gonna
Ball gets sent out and wide.
say, run down the list. What?
Reset for Meredith. Pass in front.
Women's across
Caught. Now
more fluid than anything else.
Capretti gets saved there by Keaton.
Wendy agreed.
Doyle misses on that one.
What's that? Yeah.
Kolek, emergency pass out front. Fortunately, O'Brien is there to pick it up. 6 minutes to go. Piedmont trailing by 17.
Calls that happened. It's clear to Piedmont, turnover 12, calls by 1, picked up by
Cotis Bodie passes inside. Argerbright goes for the shot and misses high.
6 high.
Okay.
So I'm not
Okay.
smooth calling. Fine.
I'm finding it pretty difficult to pay attention to this game. Me and Ryan have fallen into a pretty good rhythm when it comes to yelling at each other.
King now on the ball. Now Capretti. Capretti gets it checked away. Ball in the turf. Picked up by O'Brien. O'Brien tucks it and gets through the defense. Pass outside to Heflin. Heflin now driving downfield. Heflin with some room. Takes all the real estate she can before she's picked up by Ruffin. Cameron Ruffin plays out on her. Pass down to goal line extended. Not a great one, and it's headed towards the end line. Kept in play by Franson, and the defender picks it up. Bumpus scoops up the loose ball. Now moves it on to Franson. Franson now
MT13.
wraps around the cage.
Caused by 14, BB 14.
Rebecca Lee now moves it over to Heflin. Heflin hitches across the top, gets double teamed and pulls back out. Now with O'Brien.
I hope so. I mean, oh, that'd be terrible.
O'Brien gets swarmed and draws the foul. It's going to be a foul called there on O'Brien. And now King along the far sideline.
Cut across a smooth, like 30-yard corner when it plays at the other end.
Ball checked away at midfield, but Argerbright draws the foul. Ball gets moved down. Now with Doyle.
It's okay, I'm for it.
Doyle hitch step, tries to get around Steele, moves it out wide instead. Cotis Bodie on the ball, carries through X. 4 minutes to go. 20-3 your score. Meredith leads. Pass in out top. And now Capretti back with it. Face dodges across the middle, pulls back out.
Associate commissioner. Okay. I believe. I have that program again. He's the associate commissioner.
So indirect free position taken. Moves back out.
So I would abbreviate that the ASS commissioner.
Pass gets put out in front, and on the board now is Argerbright. She pushes the Avenging Angels to 21.
Meredith takes a reach of the market value. Suspended Coach Bodie. Hey, Wendy.
Yes.
If you had to think between Joseph or Height for MVP, who would you pick?
Two and a half minutes to play here at Callaway Stadium.
Pretty sure it's the arrow button on the top.
Franson and Anderson inside the circle. Lots of battling here for the control. A foul called against Meredith. Piedmont ball. Franson picked it up quickly. Swatted away by Ruffin.
Turnover P4 called by M12.
Ruffin picks it up. Less than 2 to go. Pass down to Capretti. Capretti sweeps across the top. Dodges past one, but loses it. That's picked up on the outside of the 12-meter and picked back away by Morris. Morris gets double teamed and loses it along the sidelines. 1.5 to go. King now with the ball, closes towards the 12-meter. Drives inside, feels the pressure, tries to push it out wide. Callender swats that one down for Piedmont. Lee tries to come away with it, but it gets checked away. Now Anderson on the ball.
Remaining.
1 minute left in the contest. 21-3 the score. Avenging Angels leading. Looking to continue their reign as USA South Women's Lacrosse champions. Ball moved out front and hits the turf. Ball picked up by Heflin. Heflin rolls back. Pass it out to Callender, but Callender can't handle it. Ball gets moved down along the end line now. And a restart for the Avenging Angels. Coda Spody will pick it up. 20 seconds left. They work the ball around the perimeter. Now Anderson. They're going to close this one out, just passing the ball around. Piedmont will put the pressure on, but not enough time left. That's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Meredith College takes the championship once again over the Piedmont Lady Lions. Several times these two teams have met in the championship game, and Meredith continues their reign as the Women's Lacrosse USA South champions.
Me and Chuck must have height for the draw control. She had like 4 or 5 points in each game, and then a lot more other.
Fans at home, stay tuned for the presentation of the all-tournament team as well as tournament MVP and your championship trophy here at Callaway Stadium. Again, stay tuned for the all-tournament team presentation as well as the championship trophy presentation coming up momentarily.
Beginning with the attack position from Meredith, Harley Joseph. From Meredith, Maria Codis Cody. Now to the midfielders from Methodist, Madison, Ronelli. From Meredith, Sarah Arms. From Piedmont, Dominique Steele. From Piedmont, Cassidy Heflin. And your MVP from Meredith, Holly Height. And now for the championship trophy, which will be presented by Commissioner Tom Hart. But first, let's give a round of applause for the runner-ups, Piedmont College. And now your 2018 Women's Lacrosse champions, the Avenging Angels, Meredith College.
Thanks very much for tuning in to the 2018 Women's Lacrosse USA South Conference Tournament Championship. So congratulations to the Meredith College Avenging Angels for winning once again here at Callaway Stadium. I'm Patrick Ammons, and stay tuned as the men's tournament will begin momentarily as the Greensboro College Pride takes on the Hawks of Huntington College here in USA South tournament action.